Big Brick is his license plate. What a friggin' dweeb. He's driving a Ford F-150 and his license plate.
And he stopped almost on the railroad tracks, too.
Flex fuel. You're
All right, let's go.
You're such a big boy.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome. I am driving, which is a rare occurrence.
I'm passengering.
Passengering, like it's an activity or a job.
It is. I'm sitting here.
So we wanted to come at you guys today with a different video. It's currently Monday, and we released this video on Monday. So it's 3 in the afternoon. We haven't done a video yet. So we're going to go and tell you guys a little bit about our relationship. Because in the last relationship video, you guys seemed to be really interested in the two of us. And I heard a couple of comments that you guys thought that we were really great for each other. So let's just give you some more background. Do you want to start?
Yeah, so when we first met online, we were both on dating websites. I think the one that we talked on was Plenty of Fish.
Well, we found each other on both, but we ended up talking the most on OkCupid.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Sorry, OkCupid.
Because we had a really high match percentage rating, and I thought those things were really cheesy, but it was 93% match with him, and I thought that it was really cool at the same time because nobody else in my area had anything anywhere close to that much of a match percentage.
Yeah. So I think I was the one who sent you a message, and in her little biography, she mentioned that she played guitar and that she worked at the ski resort that we work at. So I mentioned those things. And then our conversations went from little paragraphs to 2 paragraphs to like a page long. And we talked for a while, like a couple months.
A few months.
And then there was a small stint where I got really into gaming and I stopped talking to everyone, my family, and I just got into that, and that was sort of a dark time that we can talk about on another video. But we ended up talking again. We added each other on Facebook at that point.
Yep.
And this was around October.
Yeah, and then we started talking on Facebook instead, right?
Yeah, we would talk on Facebook instead. And then one day, I was living with my roommates at the time, and she was on her own in a town about 30 minutes away from where I was living.
I lived in a tiny not log cabin, but a tiny cabin. It was 250 square feet all to myself, and I didn't have any roommates or anything. I also didn't have a license, but I had a car.
Yeah. So her parents would drive her to work, and on this particular day, there was a janitor who lived in the town that I lived in that we both were friends with, and she decided to give him a ride home because he would always hitchhike to and from work. And she brought him home, and then her mother was with her at the time.
Yep.
And her and her mom wanted McDonald's, and I was chatting with her at the McDonald's, and her mom pushed her and was like, "Why don't you just go meet him? We can go pick him up.
We can take him back to your place." What? I haven't even met the guy, Mom. No, you have a good sense of good judge of character. You'll be fine. Like, Mom, my house is dirty. Because I was 19 and I was living on my own. Like, of course, my house is going to be messy. She's like, "That's okay. You guys can sit on the front porch," because I had Adirondack chairs. "You guys can sit on the front porch while I clean your house. And then you guys can stay over and we'll pick you up in the morning. And just call me at any time of night if anything goes wrong. It's okay." I'm like, whoa, what in the world? Is this what being an adult is like?
So she picked me up at my roommate's house, and we went to her house. She drove, which my first impression, I met her, and then she starts driving towards her place and just blows through a stop sign.
I wasn't used to congested towns.
My first impression of her is that she's a maniac driver, which I knew that would be the case. She's from Massachusetts. People from Massachusetts drive the worst out of anywhere in the country. They're the worst drivers. Argue with me if you want.
He's harsh.
Massachusetts is a terrible place. It should just go back to being.
All right, this isn't a vlog about Massachusetts.
Anyways, so we get back to her place, and she goes in and does some cleaning. Her mom does some cleaning. we sit on the front porch and chat.
I was freezing, by the way. I never told you this, but I was so fucking cold. Oh, and I just wanted to act so manly to impress you. I don't know how that makes any sense, but...
It did. Her mom eventually left. And... Whoa.
I got it.
So, her mom leaves, we go inside, and if I remember, we ended up playing Mario Kart.
Yep, we did.
Because I was talking big game that I was really good at Mario Kart, because Mario Kart Double Dash for the Nintendo GameCube is my jam. I am the best in the world. I've won tournaments for it. I'll fight you any day. On specifically Double Dash, all the Mario Kart 7 and 8, that's all junk. It's
I
all
was
garbage.
really cocky.
She was really cocky. And you know what? Normally, when you're a boy and you're trying to impress a girl, you let the girl win. But my pride was on the line, and I don't give a frank. So I whooped her like 3-4 times. She was super sad. We moved on to something else. I can't remember.
I didn't have much at the time because I had just moved into the place like 6 months before.
I think we just watched TV for a
Yeah.
bit. And then she was just like, hey, you want to stay the night?
I'm like, so you can stay the night if you want, but I only have this love seat or my full-size bed. So I won't make you sleep on the love seat, but nothing funny's happening if you sleep in my bed.
And I was fine with that. So I was like, yeah, I'll sleep in the bed. And a side note here, October, this was early October. So I was just about to be done with my employment for the summer. And I think she was right around the same boat. So I had the next day off, so I didn't have to worry.
Oh yeah, and I only had to work until 11 a.m. I went in from 6 to 11 that day.
Right, so she left in the morning, and I woke up, and she Facebook messaged me and was like, help yourself to anything you want. And I didn't help myself to anything because I didn't really want to, and I didn't know what was there. And she also ate a super weird diet compared to what I ate, which is now completely normal because I've adjusted to it. But that first day when I was home alone at her house was super weird. I was just kind of chilling. And
I didn't know that you felt that weird about it until later.
yeah, all of it was just new to me. Like I was a secluded, non-social kid, so I didn't really hang out with people or any of that. Shocker, big shocker. So she comes home, and then we hung out some more. And how many days was I at your house?
You were at my house for like 2 to 3 days when we first met. Like, I go from eating McDonald's with my mom to having a boy in my house to him staying for 3 days.
Yeah, and then I left and went back to my roommate's place for a couple days. And then came back over.
4 days later, he came back over, stayed again, and slowly over time, more and more of his things just started showing up at my house. And he never left.
I never left.
We've been together like 3.5 years and have only spent 4 days apart out of those 3.5 years, I'd say.
She thought that we had started dating on October 10th, and I wasn't sure because there was never verbal confirmation, and I need verbal confirmation in life. So I asked on the 12th, like, yo, are we dating? And she's like, yeah, I thought we'd been dating. And so now we both get confused in October. We're like, is it the 10th or the 12th? Like, what? What's going on?
Come our first anniversary, we decided to make it the 12th just to make it simple, because that's when we both thought we were dating.
And because 12 is still divisible by 2, but it's not 10, you know?
So, yeah, I think it's, what's today's date? The 9th? So in a few more days, it'll be like 3.5 years exactly.
Yes. Don't forget to stop over there.
Yes. So, I think that covers our story of how we got together.
To start, yeah. If you like this type of thing, like we said, let us know, and we can fill you in on our 2-year anniversary in a different video. But for now, we will catch you later.
Thanks for watching. Have a good night, and peace.
Peace.